Sunday, sweet Sunday. Well, we left Copmanthorpe and went off to church at Kaywood. We had a lovely church service at Kaywood. It was a bit short, which I'm not complaining about. Um, and at church, lovely Janet was 90 this year. So we got cake and tea and coffee for Janet's 90th birthday at church, which made the post-church festivities even more fun. And then I took a picture of the church, which you'll see in a minute. And some chap tripped me up in the churchyard. And no, and yes, I was the only person in the churchyard. So I'm sticking to my story that my grazed up knee and sore left side falling in the churchyard on the flagstones was because someone who's been dead for about 250 years it tripped me up. So there we go. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I drove to Janet's real quick with her cake and cards and things that she got at church, and then Mom, Janet and I and Margaret and Pat all skipped off to Biggin Pub for a dinner. Well, lunch I suppose at home, but dinner here. It was lovely. I had a small portion and it was still massive. We just popped by a picture of some cooking vol au vent cases because we are making afternoon tea for 10 people. And on the menu was mushroom vol au vent. So first thing this morning when I got up, I made vol au vent. So that's what I did for that. So yes, church, then tea, so 10 of us for tea with little finger sandwiches and mushroom vol au vent and French trifle and cakes and buns and oh my goodness, sausage rolls. Oh, we were nearly bursting, the 10 of us. John and Angela came to tea and stayed the night, and all in all, it was a rather lovely day. So we'll finish up Kaywood and I will start talking about day 10 before it approaches. All right, so here we are on day 10. We started off today at Copmanthorpe with full English breakfast, courtesy of Vanessa. But she's been very useful, has Auntie V, with full English breakfast, and she made the tea. She gets all of the credit for the tea that we had yesterday, or 5 minutes ago, if you are uh, watching this video. And after full English breakfast, we ran off to Castle Howard. Had some technical problems with the video stuff. Anyways, doesn't matter. But that a picture was in the wrong place, so I've moved it now. So we're all set and good. So then it was off to the delightful Castle Howard. And yes, so anyways, off to Castle Howard, which was commissioned by the 3rd Earl of Carlisle. The site was selected as part of the Henderskelf estate. The creation of Castle Howard began in 1699, which was the start of the design work by John Vanbrugh, and was completed with the decoration of the Long Gallery in around 1811. Vanbrugh's design evolved into a Baroque structure with two symmetrical wings either side of a main building. The central dome was added to the design at a later stage. The east wing was built from 1701 to 1706, the central block from 1703 to 1706, and the west end from 1707 to 1709. All decorated with coronets, cherubs, urns, and ciphers, very reminiscent of the Baroque design. Many of the interiors were directed by Giovanni Antonio Pellegrini, and then the Earl turned his energies to the surrounding garden and grounds. Complete designs are shown in the third volume of Vitruvius Britannicus. I now have my very own copy, yay! Which was published in 1725. The West Wing in 1726 had not yet been started, but by then Vanbrugh passed away. The house remained incomplete when the third Earl died, and the remaining construction was done by the fourth Earl. Vanbrugh's original design was not completed, and the west wing was built in the Palladian style. The new wing remained incomplete again on the fourth Earl's death, with no first floor or roof. The interior remained undecorated until 1777. Rooms were completed stage by stage over the following decades, and not completed until 1811 under Charles Tatham. A large part of the house was destroyed by a fire which broke out in the 1940s. The dome, central hall, dining room, and staterooms on the east side were entirely destroyed. The fall of the Phaeton, the painting in the dome, was lost when the dome collapsed, along with 20 pictures and several valuable mirrors were lost. It took 8 hours to get the fire under control. Some of the rooms were restored over the following decades, and in 1960 and 1961 the dome was rebuilt. And the following years, the painting The Fall of the Phaeton was recreated within the dome. The east wing remains a shell, although it has been re-roofed. They are working towards slowly restoring the east wing. And a very nice chap let us have a peek at the state of progress. He just finished removing all of the floorboards, and then his next step was to get started on the rest of the plaster crown moldings, which is made with lime and etc. And so we got to take a peek at the new crown moldings that were going in, which was absolutely divine. And they are about 50% done, the crown moldings, and there's still quite a fair amount to do, actually. And now we are in the chapel of Castle Howard, as the owners of Castle Howard have traditionally been Catholic, and so they had their own chapel within the house where they could worship in peace. Anyways, that's it for today and the day before, and we will see you in the future. Bye!